is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Coming to y'all on this Saturday, giving y'all some fun. This is just top 5 players people sleeping on. Some of these guys have really changed teams or got new roles. And a lot of these guys have been perfect complementary players, dirty work players, and guys that just do whatever the team and the coach need them to do. And they a big reason why the teams, if they lose them, they go down. Veterans do matter. Role players do matter. In the game of basketball, they're important. They help you win titles. They help you win close games. And you need them to do their thing so you can do your thing and make your job a lot easier. So we got 5 players on the court, and they all serve their purpose and their role within the game. And I wanted to give 5 of these players that I've been watching. I watch every game every single year. I make a video every year. And one thing I got to say is these players don't get that much talk. So I thought about it. I just wanted to give y'all something different. I'm just going to give y'all 5 players. This is not in order. This is not ranked. It's just 5 players that I'm impressed with, and I'm happy that they're doing their thing and helping their team win games. Steph Curry. One thing I like about Steph Curry is he's been efficient. He's been handling the ball. He has been very great, amazing for the Dallas Mavericks with that floor spacing and being able to knock down that three, being able to handle the ball and get other guys involved, and being able to have the ball at the 3-point line and get ran off and still be able to make plays. But not only that, still be able to create a shot outside of the 3-point line. He's taking smarter shots. He knows his game at this point. He's not trying to do too much. He's just going out there hooping. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And he has did a spectacular job of doing that. And I'm very impressed with him. I never thought he was a bad player, but I'm impressed of how well he has been and how dependable he has been for this Dallas Mavericks team. And nobody's really talking about him. And it's sad, but he is having a great season for what he is and what he means to this team. He has been there each and every time they have needed him, helping them blow teams out, helping them hit big shots and being always available and being open and being able to create shots. So I love what Steph Curry been doing. I love what he's been doing for the Mavericks coming into this season. I didn't really like the Mavericks bench. They changed up some things since, and Steph Curry has been a big bright spot for that bench, and even a guy that can close games too, just because he's so versatile on the offensive end. But I like his effort, I like his energy, I like his consistency, and I like him being a dependable player. You need guys like that if you want to win a title. You need guys like that if you want to steal games, win games, and overall, you want them in the locker room because you know they're going to do what you need them to do, and they're going to get it done. So I'm glad that he got paid. I'm glad that he has to fit in very well with this Dallas Mavericks team, and I'm glad that they appreciate him, giving him the spot, giving him the minutes, and allowing him to do his thing. Collin Sexton, as you guys know, I've been a Collin Sexton fan for a long time. I seen him at Summer League. He was a guy that made progress very quickly because he's always in the gym, always working on his game, being able to knock down the mid-range, being able to knock down the three on and off the ball, becoming a good three-point shooter first year after not being a non-great three-point shooter coming out of high school and college. But his finishing still is not where it needs to be. His scoring can be even better. But the fact that he's giving you 20 points per game is amazing. For him to be as little as he is, not being a great defender, he has flaws, but he is only a second-year player. And I think that he has impressed me a lot with his growth and his ability to step up, his ability to know what he needs to work on and put that into his head and get it done and accomplish, and making no excuses for not being better and showing progress each and every month to me, even from his rookie year. But not only that, as a player too, and as a guy that watching him play, being smooth, being under control, knowing what you want to do, figuring out what you need to do. I like it. He's been a guy that's been very criticized for his lack of defense, his lack of shot selection, not passing the ball. But I understand where he comes from, especially when you're playing with 2 point guards that like to score. Everybody's not going to touch the ball if you're putting the ball in their hands first. And he was a guy that we knew coming out of college that he was going to be a guy that's going to score the ball and was going to be a guy that can really get into players. And he's done that at a better level and at a quicker level than a lot of other people got. He's a flawed player. He's still learning how to pass, still learning how to play make. And I don't really think the Darius Garland and Collin Sexton backcourt is going to work. But as it is right now, it don't look terrible, but it don't look like it's going to be useful. And what I mean by that is I don't see them being a great team with both of those two guys as starters. But what I will say is I like what Collin Sexton is as a player. I like his mentality, and he's got some growing pains and some things he got to learn. But at least he's willing to adjust. He's willing to adapt. He's willing to figure it out, and he's willing to work on his game to get to the point where he can be one of the best players in the league. They went high on him. He's been highly crucified and criticized, but he continues to be positive. He continues to get to where he has to go, and his improvements have shown in the numbers. And if you watch his old footage, he has become a way better player than I would have thought this fast. Still not where he need to be, but I like where he's going. This is a guy that I can definitely see being a multiple time All Star just because of his work ethic and just because he loved the game of basketball and he loves to put in the work to get to where he got to go. And this season has proven that. And as they turn over the keys to him and they start to fix this roster up and start to find their identity, find what direction they're going to go in offensive and defensively, offensive and defensively. But not only that, figure out what their coach is really trying to implement. What is their offense going to be? What is their scheme going to be defensively? Those are things that will help the players. Those are things going to get them on the same page and get them playing like a team. Right now, it looks like a lot of people out there trying to get their numbers. A lot of people out there trying to do their thing. There's not enough teamwork going on, but that happens throughout the season, and that happens when you're a bad team that don't know how to win, and you have a lot of players that inexperienced. They're very young, and their coaches have been coming and going. So once they find some consistency and some stability, then we can start judging this team. But until then, they're going to have a lot of growing pains. But that's part of the league. Dante DiVincenzo, guy from Milwaukee, I like him just because he adds some toughness that people don't see. But I like his 3 point shooting. I like his ability to score. He has really went from a guy that really wasn't getting enough playing time to now he's a reliable player for the Bucks. He has stepped up in a lot of moments, and he has an ability just to go out there and hoop. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. I like what Dante DiVincenzo is bringing to the Bucks. He's not getting paid that much. He's not really getting enormous minutes. He's not really being a big part of their team. But when he goes out there, he knows what he's trying to do. He knows what he's out there to do. And he doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't try to take over. He plays his role. It has been fabulous with that. So I like what he's doing. TJ Warren, a guy that a lot of people don't talk about. This was a guy that a lot of people had questions about because they didn't really believe his 3 point shooting was sustainable. Not only that, they didn't know if he was a winning type of player because he did a lot of losing in Phoenix, which is fair because he put up numbers, but they didn't matter because they never made it to the playoffs. He didn't really fit that great with Devin Booker, but he fits well in this team with Indiana, giving them another handler, another guy that can come off screens, hit some mid-range, hit some threes, and get out in transition. He's a perfect fit with this Pacers team, and I never questioned it. I never criticized him. I just wanted to see what he was really going to do in a new environment. And he has been spectacular, whether they've been injured or not. He's been a consistent bucket and creator throughout the whole entire season. So I definitely got to show him love just because he has proved that he can win games, he can help you win, he can be a difference maker, and he can be a starter on a good team, and all those things he did in Indiana. So he proved a lot of people wrong. But other than that, I love what I see him out of Warren, and hopefully we can see what they do in the playoffs in the future and see if he's going to step up in those moments. And can the Pacers figure it out while we in quarantine? Can Oladipo get a little bit more healthier? Can Brogdon, he's been a little beat up, get a little bit more healthier? And really see how good this Indiana team can be as everybody gets their rest, everybody's ready to go. Now we get to see what TJ Warren can do on a big stage, which we haven't really seen yet because he didn't do much in Phoenix. Not because of him, just because they wasn't ready. And this team is well coached, and they know their identity. They know who they are. They just got some growing pains when it comes to figuring things out as a team. But that comes with the territory when you have injuries and people in and out of the lineup. You lose that chemistry. But other than that, Wendell Carter, my last guy, I've been loving Wendell Carter. I thought he was a great pickup for the Bulls. He is something that they really need. They need somebody that can set the screens. They need somebody that can create outside of Laurie and Zach. and Kobe in them. They need something different. And Wendell been dealing with injuries, but he has been a great rim protector. He has been a great screen setter. I don't think they're utilizing him, playing him the right way, and that comes with the territory of having new coaches, having different lineups, having different teams each and every year. But I think he's going to be a big piece for this team. He's a guy that really makes no excuses, goes out there and does his job. He doesn't care if he get a lot of points. He doesn't care if he touched the ball. He's just out there to specifically do his role. And when he's gone, they is a terrible rebounding and terrible defensive team. When he's there, they just look a whole lot smoother and a whole lot better. Just wait till they continue to develop and find their identity, find their play style, and build this team the way it should be built. Right now, it looks like a team that really is just playing. They're just going out there playing games. They're not really trying to win. They're not locked in. They're not focused. They're not playing the right way on both ends of the court. They just playing basketball, and that's a problem when you're trying to become a team that can make it to the playoffs like everybody thought they could. But they're just not good enough, and they're not playing the right way. They don't value every possession. They don't lock down defensively. They give up too many points. They quit on a lot of possessions, and I see Wendell Carter out of all of them trying to do what he can to do the opposite. It just hasn't worked for the entire team. But as long as he's doing his role and he's doing what he's supposed to do, I'm not going to blame and knock him. He's a part of the reason, but not the biggest problem. But that's something that the coach has to do. That's something that the coach has to implement. And that's something that the coach has to get into all his players. And he hasn't done that. And Wendell Carter, if he can stay healthy, he can be a special player for this Bulls team. You need guys like Wendell Carter if you want to win a title. They're far from a title, but they got some good pieces that if they smooth it out, figure stuff out, get stuff in order, and make more sense as a roster and how they play, then maybe they can be a special team in the East or even just a playoff team, which they haven't done either or right now. But those are my 5 players that I've been liking, that I've been watching, and that I'm enjoying right now that some people might not remember, some people might not care about, some people might just be happy that I'm talking about them. Whatever it is, I cover everything basketball. If you're new to the channel, I make a video each and every day. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that liked on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that liked the video already. Not only that, like the video if you haven't. Also, like I said in the beginning of the video, I got merchandise on my analysisplayground.com. I also got it, well, my Facebook page is analysisplayground.com, but I also got it on my Spreadshirt. Click the Spreadshirt link, and you can purchase any type of merchandise that gets shipped out to you, but you can also buy it on Facebook in the description in the comment section below, and it sends you right to my Facebook page, and there you can message me with any type of merchandise you want. You can change the color of the shirt, you can change the color of the logo, and I can get it shipped out to you when you message me. Other than that, thanks for the love, thanks for the support, and Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, signing out. You can also tell me your top 5 players, what you agree with, what you disagree with, and if you want to tell me players that I might be sleeping on, or tell me players that I might have missed or should be on this list, I'm willing to see it. I'll read every comment, but other than that, Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone, and have a happy Saturday.